help you to challenge your negative thoughts and turn them into life-enforcing thoughts. But more than all of my professional labels, I am a mother and I am a daughter and I'm also a daughter-in-law. I am a wife and I am a sister too. And I'm sure this is true for everyone. Everyone here has some professional label and some personal label, right? We are not just parents. We are so much more than our parents. And not just about our personal labels, we are more than that. We are what makes us us. So have our interests and our dreams and aspirations. But having a family, we take a back seat. Having a job and a profession, we take a back seat. So this webinar here is going to be about you, about who you are as a person and how can you be more than what you are in your professional and your personal life. So I'm going to talk about some coping skills here. Okay, so how we will go in this webinar is I'll take you through an emotional spectrum, and then we will talk about some coping skills, the very practical coping tips I will give you. And I want you to practice those with me because they will help you in your daily anxieties and worry and help you actually calm yourself down when you're in a very stressful or overwhelmed situation. I can speak both in English and Hindi, and if there's anything that you want more explanation on, please don't hesitate to ask me. So I'm going to take a very common example here. I'm sure you must have read about a very common write-up, Welcome to Holland, where it talks about a flight that lands at Holland. But I've given it a very twist to talk about you. So let's say you are going to a vacation to Goa. You're planning a vacation to Goa, you buy all the beach clothes and you fix your itinerary and you book your tickets, you pack your bag, you want to go parasailing, you want to take your kids to the sand and let them play and have sip cocktail and just relax. Basically, you just want to relax there. You're very excited, your family is very excited, they get on the plane. And finally, when the plane lands, you come to Shimla. When the air hostess says, welcome to Shimla, can you tell me what is the emotion that you would go through? Can anyone share, please? If the air hostess comes and tells me, welcome to Shimla, I'll be like, what? I did not even book a ticket to Shimla. I was supposed to go to Goa. How did I end up at Shimla? I don't have clothes for Shimla. It's very cold outside. What am I going to do here? I have no hotel reservation. This is the first shock I will get. Isn't that so? Isn't that true for everyone? Or would you be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to Shimla? Yes?
Right, right.
So here we're going to talk about what exactly are the emotions that you're going to go through when you land at Shimla. You will have to go, and the coping skills you will basically need here is you will have to go buy new clothes, you will have to make new reservations, you will have to have a mental mindset that, okay, I'm not going to have a beach vacation, I'm going to have a hilly vacation which is going to be very, very cold. So here first you will experience shock. This is not happening to me. Ye kya ho gaya mere saath? Then comes the denial. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. These are the stages of grief. So grief is not something that happens to us when somebody dies. Grief is something that happens to us when something very shocking in our life happens. जैसे कि landing at Shimla. First there will be denial. मैं तो यहाँ हो ही नहीं सकता. It is not possible. Plane कैसे वहाँ land हो गया? When something goes wrong in our life, when we plan for a very eventful, normal, healthy baby, and we get a special child, the first thing that we go through is a shock and a denial. Then comes the anger. ये कैसा हो गया मेरे साथ? I mean, like, this is not supposed to happen to me. Why did it happen to me? Then comes the bargaining. अच्छा ठीक है, मैं थोड़े extra पैसे दे देता हूँ, but I want to go back to Goa. I don't want to stay here. I want to take that flight. Yeah, I want to do something else, but I don't want to stay here. This is called bargaining. कुछ दे के कुछ और मिल जाएगा. Then comes the depression. when nothing is happening, कितना आपने कितना ही कोशिश कर लिया पर कुछ नहीं हो रहा, there is nothing more that you can do, and you feel that it's everything is out of control, out of your hand, and you cannot do anything more, then is what the depression is. Finally, a lot of people move on to the acceptance stage, but a lot do not. So acceptance is when they agree, chal theek hai, let me just stay at Shimla and let me just see how it is going to be. Wo acceptance hai. But a lot of people are not able to do that, and they get stuck at the depression stage. Because I wanted to go somewhere else and I did not reach there, and there is nothing more I can do about it. That is where the depression stops. If you reach to an acceptance stage, that is where your self growth starts to happen. But what we are going to talk about here is how to go from a depression stage to an acceptance stage by the means of some coping skills. Is this okay with everyone? But these are the stages that everybody goes through. Everybody, irrespective of कि वो बोलते हैं कि हाँ यार हमारे लिए ठीक है, हम we're okay staying here. But everybody, even in their mind, will go through. This is a normal thing. But because you have a special needs child, because you have a relative or or in your family somewhere there is a special needs child, there is some more emotions that you will go through. So you will go through the grief stages, but the parents will also go through all of these other than that. So there will be shame in taking my child to the playground where he might have a meltdown, and I won't be able to handle him. And there is never ending exhaustion. Pure time. I am a mother to a 4-year-old kid. I am exhausted the entire day. I have a very close friend who is a mother to a very special needs child, and she is exhausted the entire day, but somehow I feel uska exhaustion मुझसे बहुत ज़्यादा है. उसके पास mental space नहीं है, physical space नहीं है, so I completely understand where the never-ending exhaustion is. Then she's always on the lookout कि उसके बच्चे के environment में कुछ भी ऐसी चीज नहीं हो जो बच्चे को trigger कर दे. That is called hypervigilance. And when your mind is always in a state of vigilance, you will be extremely stressed. कहीं पे किसी बच्चे को लेके जाना है, and you will always be scanning your environment for constant stresses to the child. And because you are always scanning the environment, it will always stress you out. That is adding to the exhaustion. There might be, you might, as a mother or a father, you might have to leave your job if there are leave your job to take care of the child. So usme there is guilt. You might not choose to leave your job. Usme there is guilt. There is guilt over everything. There is neglect of other relationships. Other children, they get neglected. The spouse might get neglected. The extended family may get neglected. There is constant guilt. And more than that, I think there is a feeling of loneliness and feeling of isolation everywhere in a parent. So there are two types of lonelinesses. One is when nobody understands what my child is going through. Nobody understands what I am going through. And the second type of loneliness is I was supposed to be something more than this. I was supposed to be doing something more at this point of time in my life than giving my entire time and entire resources to something else. That kind of loneliness is not something that will go with anything else or any groups or any social groups. That kind of loneliness is something that you will have to work on. And this is what we're going to talk about here today. So these emotions, these overwhelming emotions can be classified into basically three things. All these emotions will either put you in an anxiety mode. Anxiety mode would be something worrying about the future, always worrying about the future. I don't know what my kids' future will be. मुझे नहीं पता मेरी जो मेरे फैमिली के साथ रिलेशनशिप है वो कैसा रहेंगे. मेरा जो अदर टिपिकल बच्चा है उसके साथ मेरे रिलेशनशिप्स कैसे रहेंगे. How will my professional life is going to be when I'm spending so much time at home. So there is so much anxiety that is always going on like a hamster on a wheel in our mind. Then, जब कुछ नहीं होता, when you've done anything, everything, and there is nothing that you can do anymore. Then comes the depression. Depression is a state where you feel कुछ भी कर लो, but it's not going to be fruitful for anything that you do. But सबसे पहला जो emotion आता है before anxiety and before depression and anything else is anger. Anger is like constant in the life. When you have so much stress, anger will be a constant. एक बहुत छोटी सी बात भी ट्रिगर कर देगी. उतना बड़ा रिएक्शन भी नहीं चाहिए होगा जितना आपको ट्रिगर हो जाएगा उस बात से. So anger is not the basic problem here. The basic problem is that you are constantly stressed because you are constantly in a state of anxiety, constantly in a state of depression. So when we say we have to do anger management, it's not the anger management that we have to do. We have to manage the shame, the sadness, the fear, the frustration, the guilt, the disappointment at being something else and being something else now. The worry, the embarrassment. So these are the facets of anger. Anger, गुस्सा कम करो. That is not the solution. गुस्से के पीछे क्या है? आप वो देखो. Just take a step back and figure out कि गुस्सा क्यों आ रहा है. भैया बोलना बहुत आसान है, figure out गुस्सा क्यों आ रहा है. But I know it really doesn't work like that. And trust me, from my own personal experience, when I shout at my or yell at my kid, I have no clue sometimes why is it happening. But when I take a step back, I think कि अच्छा ठीक है, इतना सारा आज काम था, I did not get any mental space. So that is why I am angry. So anger is not the problem here. You have to take a step back and see where it is giving you that emotion. Is this okay for all? Can anyone share an experience where it left you very angry or anxious or very sad before we go on to the coping skills? Anyone would like to share something?
Okay, so I would say here, I mean, it's very normal. I mean, I want to say every day, sort of like as you mentioned, like we are anxious about our kid's future, like what will happen in future because he's going through this issues, whether it's communication issues or sensory issues. So how he going to cope up with others as well as how he going to take care of himself even.
Very true.
So right, so these things, I mean, you just keep thinking about it, like, okay, what will happen? He's not able to even brush his teeth or take bath himself. Even he's not that much potty trained. So now he's 6 5 year or 7 year or 10 year. Then and you are not here forever to support your kids. So how? I mean, you're going to work on that. But later on, let's say after some time, he learn all those things. Next next level of problems comes in front of you. So it's not like today something is fixed, then tomorrow there won't be anything else. It's keep going. But yes, this angerness and what you said, anxiety and depression. So I mean, as a parent, I do feel like first of all, earlier I was not aware of that, the difference between anxiety and depression. Even today, I'm not much aware of that. I feel like sometimes it's a kind of feeling which sometimes push me back. Like I feel sometimes, okay, leave it, whatever is happening, let it be like that. But sometimes I'll be like, no, I have to do something for my son so he can live a good life. Not like any, I mean, other neurotypical kids, but at least he have a life where he is not depending on other kids.
Very true.
So sometimes I need to motivate ourselves. Sometimes there are other people who motivate us, but there's kind of a chemistry or something is going on in our head that we are not able to understand. And I feel like if we know, okay, this is what happening with me, then and this is the solution, then probably I can control my own emotions and can work on those, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you said about him not being able to brush his teeth. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
take a typical day where you are trying to make sure your kid brushes his teeth, but he's not able to. So that will make you, and you're getting late for work, and there is food burning on the stove, and there are so many things, there's call bell going on. How will that make you feel? It'll make you feel very frustrated and very angry.
Right, right.
So what do you do to calm yourself down? What are your coping skills?
I mean,
Are,
see, probably right now I can say कि हाँ मुझे अपने आप को काम रखना चाहिए और ये
no, no,
वो
no, not necessarily. Okay,
हाँ
so when we say, when the world says stay calm, it doesn't mean anything. क्योंकि stay calm होना है, it's like very easy to say, but यहाँ पे I think सबने experience किया होगा, staying calm is very difficult. And trust me, being coming from a psychology, it's very difficult. It's not easy. So
right
what I'm looking here is, okay, I will give you an example. So I took my child to the playground the other day, and he was playing very nicely with his friends. And I had my mobile on at my hand. I was working on something, and in middle of working, I would look up and find him playing, and then I would go back to doing whatever I was doing. So this lady, she comes up to me and tells me, if your child is playing in the playground, you keep an eye on him, and you don't text, and you don't work and you don't play games on your mobile. And the way she said it, it left me very angry. She doesn't even know what I'm doing on my phone. She doesn't even know what is going on in my house. She doesn't even know how much overwhelmed I am with my work. And she's being very judgmental. That left me very angry. So I had a possible range of choices. I could have shouted at her. I could have ignored her, and I could have done a lot of things, other things. I could have just switched off my mobile and said, yeah, I should look after my child. But at that point of time, I want you to remember you are a person, and what you are doing, nobody has any right to judge you. Okay, so you get angry because you feel nobody else is able to understand you. But I want you to understand that nobody else will be able to understand you. So here you have to remember that what you are doing at that point of time is very important for you as a person. तो अगर आप अपने बच्चे को ब्रश नहीं करवा पा रहे हैं, what is the priority right now? जो खाना गैस पे जल रहा है, maybe that is a priority. He's not working, it is okay. He's not brushing his teeth, it is okay. Maybe he's not brushing teeth for 5 days or 10 days, and today is the 11th day that you're trying to get him brushed his teeth. It is okay. It will make you very angry. And accept that you're going to be very angry. And I'm going to teach you some coping skills that will help you go down from a very emotional state to a less emotional state. But be kind to yourself. It is okay to feel all the range of emotions that you have. This is what I really want to convey, that it is okay. Don't tell yourself that I should not be angry, I should not be anxious, I should not be depressed, I should be working hard. It is okay to feel all kind of emotions. हम बच्चों को क्यों सिखाते हैं emotions? We teach them, right? When my kid is 3 years old, I got flashcards for him to teach all the kinds of emotions. So now I'm teaching my child all the kind of emotions, but I'm not allowed to feel that. How is that even possible? So whenever you get any kind of emotion, just feel it. You are allowed to feel it. Okay, and now we're going to talk about how we go from a very high emotional state to a less emotional state and to a lesser emotional state further on. So when we talk about emotional regulations, it is not just our brain that is working. Our brain works in correlation with our body to understand what is going on in the world. अगर मैं बहुत दुखी हूँ तो मैं ऐसे बैठी होंगी, या फिर आई वुड बी इन अ ब्लैंकेट, या मेरी आंखें बिल्कुल ड्रूपिंग होंगी. आई डोंट वांट टू टॉक टू एनीवन. मेरा फेस, माय lips will be like this, right? This is my body reacting to the emotional state that my brain is showing. And the world will not be a brighter place. I will not want to talk to anyone. I will not want to do anything. I will just want to cry, and that is it. Isn't that true for everyone?
right
Yes, it's true.
When you're very excited, what happens? Your body is like amazing, in a very beautiful shape, and you wear something that that might be your color that makes you feel even more better, and you wear and you carry your stuff in a very confident position, and then you go out and enjoy anything that is happening in the world. So even if you go and eat very bad food, and if you're excited about something, you will not even feel the taste of the bad food. You will be very happy कि हाँ भाई बहुत अच्छा खाना मिला. Does that happen?
Yes, it happens when
Yes,
it's
that's
depend
true.
on our emotions. Like when we are happy, everything like सभी चीज अच्छी लगती है कि हाँ कुछ गलत नहीं हो रहा. If there is a happening something wrong, तो हम कहते हैं कोई बात नहीं, it's okay, we'll manage
Very true.
sometimes. But
Very true.
when we are sad or even something is going good, तो हमें लगता है कि इसमें भी कोई गलती है. Like that is state of our mind कि हम कैसे behave कर रहे हैं. That is depend on our emotion type like that.
आपने बहुत अच्छी बात बोली कि दैट इज द स्टेट ऑफ आवर माइंड कि हम बिहेव कैसे कर रहे हैं. जो हमारे दिमाग में होगा हम वैसे बिहेव करेंगे. बट दिस इज ऑल्सो ट्रू द अदर वे. हम जैसा बिहेव करते हैं ना, वैसा ही हमारे दिमाग में बन जाता है. सो इफ माई बॉस कॉल्स मी अप एंड आई टेल हिम आज तो मेरे पेट में बहुत दर्द है, आज मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगी, एंड आई कीप ऑन टेलिंग हिम द एंटायर डे, वो दिन मेरा एक्चुअली ऐसा होता है व्हेन आई एम रियली नॉट फीलिंग ग्रेट. तो मुझे जो काम करने भी जाना होता है, आई डोंट डू इट बिकॉज आई फील देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग विद माय बॉडी. सब किसी के साथ ऐसा होता है या
Yes,
इज
with
दिस
me.
ओनली मी?
Yes, with me. True. When we feel low, then our body react in that way. When
वेरी
we
ट्रू.
are feel happy, चाहे हमारी बॉडी में जान ना हो, we are feeling good कि बहुत सारी हमारे पास एनर्जी है. We can do anything. Anything
वेरी
means
ट्रू.
कुछ भी.
वेरी ट्रू. So here I'm going to talk about 7 coping skills. You are going to change your body to affect your mind, and then you're going to affect your mind to change your body and the way you perceive the world. First one here is a physical change. जब आप बहुत overwhelmed हैं and you cannot rest and you need to change your emotion, so you work with the wrong hand. Wrong hand means the non-dominant hand. अगर आप राइट हैंड से हमेशा लिखते हैं, राइट विद योर लेफ्ट हैंड. अगर आप राइट हैंड से बर्तन धोते हैं, वर्क विद योर लेफ्ट हैंड. अगर आप राइट हैंड से डोर नॉब टर्न करते हैं या कुछ भी काम करते हैं, वर्क विद द लेफ्ट वन, योर नॉन डोमिनेंट हैंड. Can anyone give me an example of something that they do? So I am drinking water, I'm picking up my cup from the right hand. So instead, when I'm very, very overwhelmed, instead of using my right hand, I keep everything to my left and I pick it up with my left hand. So if this is something that I want you to do, can you give me an example of something that you can do with your non-dominant hand?
Yeah, I mean, like using the phone with the
Using
lap.
actually
Yeah.
dusting, घर की dusting कौन करता है? Instead of using the right hand, use the left hand. Or if you're a lefty, just use the right hand. The wrong non-dominant hand is what that is. घर की dusting करना या कपड़े fold करना या whatever you do with one hand. जब भी हम बाहर जाते हैं, we are always using the right hand with it. I am a right-handed person, so I'm always giving example of the right hand. So if I'm going outside, I'll turn the doorknob with my right hand. I will press the lift button with my right hand. Car की keys मेरी right hand में जाती है. So instead of using that right hand, you use your left hand, the non-dominant hand. And that works. Trust me, that really works. बस ये याद रखना पड़ेगा कि that you have to use a non-dominant hand. Okay, is this okay with everyone? Any doubts about this?
So is it kind of a distraction? Or what?
Yes, yes. So what happens is when we are in a very emotional state, we turn the focus of everything inside. So we turn the focus of the world inside us. So inside us, in our brain. What this is doing is this is distracting you from looking at your emotions. तो क्योंकि आप लेफ्ट हैंड से काम कर रहे हैं, you will need a lot of neurons firing in your brain to work with the left hand, to work with the wrong hand. तो जो वो internally focus चला जाता है, वो it comes out again. And when it comes out and you do some work with your non-dominant hand, when you go back internally, वो emotions उतने strong नहीं रहते जितने वो. Yes?
Okay. Okay. So I believe Okay, that's what we do with our kids also. Let's say, I mean, what therapists suggest, like, okay, if your kid is doing some activities and it
Hmm.
comes in as a behavior, so in order to modify that, distract him, right?
Yeah, so this is a very precise example of distracting that I'm giving you. But you can try it on the kids, but this is for you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
This is
But
distraction, but this is so distraction is basically when we are focusing on internally on our emotions, we turn the focus outward on the body, what the body is doing. Because it takes a lot of attention to focus on the non-dominant hand. That is why I'm asking you to use non-dominant hand. And it's not just writing, it is using it in everyday life. Work with your non-dominant hand. When you're too emotional, work with it. And within seconds, you'll see that your emotional state is much better than it was few minutes ago. Okay, I've tried this with my clients a lot, and it really works.
only concern is like at that moment when you are so angry or frustrated or depressed, you should remember that like you have to do this activity.
Yes,
That is
exactly.
that is
Yes,
the
very
challenge.
true. So you write these down somewhere where you will be able to remember it, and just remember it. Just learn to work with it.
Okay. Okay.
So second one here is when we are very anxious. It's not just in our mind. Anxiety displays all over our body. जब anxiety होती है हमारी chest cavity becomes smaller and we tend to sit like this. So when we sit like this, the chest cavity becomes smaller and it's very difficult to breathe. So all the examples of breathe, when anybody says tells you to breathe, that means just open up your chest cavity and relax. But it is very difficult to breathe when you're getting too much anxiety. So I'm going to tell you this exercise where you will be able to relax your chest muscles and it'll be better, it'll be easier for you to breathe the next time. So if you can see me properly, can everybody see me properly? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want you to do a namaste like this, and then press both the palms together. Press both the palms together and as much as you can. Press the palms together as much as you can, and hold the pressure for 8 counts. So I'm going to press it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. And when I relax, it relaxes my neck muscles and it relaxes my chest muscles. The second one is turn around and hold it back and pull it back. Pull it back and don't release it. Just go for 8 counts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then relax. What this is doing is this exercise basically is moving the attention of your anxiety from your brain to your body. जब attention move होती है and we are contracting it for 8 seconds, the entire neurons in our muscles they start firing and they send signals to the brain that something new is happening. So this works both ways. This is one distraction and this is one physiotherapy technique to stretch the muscles. So when you do this 3 times, एक बार ये and then go back, then ये दोबारा and then you go back, and then ये दोबारा and then you go back, this actually relaxes your chest muscles so that you're able to breathe better. Okay? Any doubts about this?
I have one question. जैसे कि कई बार क्या होता है कि नो डाउट स्ट्रेस होता है बच्चों को लेकर के भी अपने काम को भी लेकर के और उसमें हार्ट बीट जो होती है जैसे अभी नॉर्मल बात करें अचानक ही क्या महसूस हुआ कि हार्ट बीट बढ़ गई बहुत से
Palpitation हो जाती है.
वो पल्पिशन हो जाता है तो क्या समझें कुछ लोग कहते हैं इसको कि मे बी गैस्ट्रिक है इशू समटाइम पीपल से कि स्ट्रेस इशू
Okay.
जबकि उस टाइम पे कोई ऐसा नेगेटिव थॉट नहीं होता है या कोई चिंता होती है आप एकदम नॉर्मल हो और ये इतना तेज हो जाता है कि ऐसा लगता है कि ये क्या हो गया
नहीं, but for this thing, I think you should get a checkup done. अगर बहुत ज़्यादा होता है तो. See, heart is affected by our mind also and by our body also. So, but if there is something that is happening, अगर कोई stressful चीज उस वक्त नहीं चल रही है, but stress is always there. Stress हमारी यहाँ this place यहाँ पे stress जमा हो जाता है, हमारी neck में या कान के पीछे stress जमा हो जाता है. Then our neck muscles are very taut, chest muscles are very taut. So even if you don't have any stressful thought at that point of time, it can affect your heart. But yes, as you said, gastric issues भी होते हैं, and there are a lot of leg issues also, जो especially जो सीट जो बैठ के बहुत ज्यादा काम करते हैं, कंप्यूटर पे बहुत ज्यादा काम करते हैं, उनको लेग इश्यूज भी बहुत होते हैं, and that can also cause palpitations. So if palpitations is your problem, please do not think it is just because of stress. Get your body checkup done. Okay?
Because I'm in a kind of a job where I need to sit for 16 hours to 18 hours in a day.
Okay.
So probably, yeah.
No, seriously, you should get it done because 16 to 18 hours is not normal.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about this after this in the question answers now. Yeah. So this exercise is okay for all. Can I teach you one more about this? Yeah. In this picture, how can you see that contract release method where she's pulling her neck like this? Whenever you have anxiety, when you're working so much and there is stress and anxiety, there's stress always in our life. So it doesn't really mean that you have a stressful thought at that point of time. How do you release your neck? The way you release your neck is just stretch it a bit and then you contract it. So I am pushing it back and pulling it down. And this is causing no motion. And then I'm holding it till 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after 8, I release the pressure, but I stretch it a bit more. Okay, same on the other side. This will instantly relax your neck muscles and instantly relieve or maybe lessen the anxiety a bit. This will really help you. Remember this, and next time you're tired, instead of just going like this and up and down, try this contract release method of anything, for any of your muscles, and you will really feel the relief pressure. Is this okay, or do you want me? Anybody else has a question about this? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. This talks about how you can regulate your mind to change your emotions. जब हम बैठे हैं, okay, I am sitting, I am working, and suddenly I have a thought. यार मेरी लाइफ में हो क्या रहा है? मैं इतना पढ़ी हूँ, and I am. Everything is wasted right now. मेरे तो कोई future ही नहीं है. I don't have a job. I don't have anything worth in my life. मेरा लाइफ में कुछ नहीं होगा. मैं अपनी फ्यूचर ऐसा ही सब निकालूंगी. मैं अपना फ्यूचर इसी बच्चे को देखते हुए निकालूंगी, अपने फैमिली में देखते हुए निकालूंगी. मैं कुछ जॉब नहीं कर पाऊंगी. मेरी पूरी लाइफ वेस्ट हो गई है. So this is all negative self-talk that I do to myself. Okay, but whenever negative self-talk is happening, I want you to change the language in which you're talking to yourself. I'm not asking you to change the content. आप negative self-talk करो. Just change the language in which you talk to yourself. तो अभी मैंने ये सब हिंदी में बोला क्योंकि मेरी हिंदी मदर टंग है. But when you use this tip to regulate your emotions, I want you to say it in English. What am I doing in my life? It's all wasted. I studied so much and it's all gone now. I will not be able to do anything in my life anymore. What research proves is whenever we are talking to ourselves, whenever we change the language to talk to anybody, we imbibe the culture of that language. अब इंडिया में सभी हिंदी बोलते हैं, राइट? और जो इंग्लिश में बहुत फ्लुएंट होता है उसको बहुत अच्छा मानते हैं. Like मेरी mother-in-law is always after her जो नाती पोते होते हैं उनको बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में बोलो, इंग्लिश में बोलना बहुत अच्छा होता है. It's like everybody wants their kid to be very fluent in English. Why? Because we think English is a very sophisticated language. British की language है, Americans की language है. और हिंदी तो regional influences कितने आ जाते हैं, हिंदी तो हर कोई जानता है यार. So this is an example I gave you where we think the language is very sophisticated. So if you can talk French, you will think the French are very admirable, they are very lovable, they are very romantic. Because Even if you are a Hindi speaking person and you're speaking French, you imbibe the culture of French. So whenever you're doing a negative self-talk, you change the language in which you're doing a negative self-talk. Okay, it's not difficult. No, you need to use the positive words. Positive words will happen later when you're working with a psychologist or when you're working with something. But when you cannot have anybody right now, this is one tip that you can use. Change the language. Any other language that you know, you just use that. Even a regional language that you know, you use that. You will feel much better. Any questions about this?
So how basically it helps? Just trying to understand. Let's say if in a situation where a negative thoughts are coming in head, uh, जैसे कई बार होता है कि हम पार्क में गए नॉर्मली बच्चे के साथ खेल रहे हैं, अचानक से कोई आया, उसने कुछ देखा और कुछ बोल दिया, उसको मालूम नहीं है कि क्या होता है, बट उसने ऐसे ही कुछ किया, या कोई बच्चा आपके बच्चे को कुछ उसने कर दिया, आपका बच्चा समझ नहीं पाया एंड देन वो उसको बुली कर रहे हैं, ये सब चीजें, तो आपके अंदर आ जाता है कि यार क्या करूं, मतलब अब उस बच्चे से भी झगड़ने का फायदा नहीं जिसने आपके बच्चे के साथ कुछ ऐसा किया, अपने बच्चे को भी जो खींच के कहीं लेके नहीं जा सकते, और फिर आप चुपचाप बैठे रहते हो और देखते रहते हो, थोड़ा सा उसको वो करके कि ठीक है तुम थोड़ा साइड में खेलो, बट उस मोमेंट से अगले 2-4 घंटे तक आपके दिमाग में चलता रहता है कि क्या हो गया, हाँ मतलब कि उसने इसको ऐसे बोला, मैं क्या करूं कि ये चीजें उनकी समझ सके, ये बच्चों के साथ खेलना चाहता है लेकिन इसको उनके रूल्स नहीं समझ में आते गेम्स के, तो वो बच्चे इसको हटा देते हैं, अब ये जाना चाहता है लेकिन वो इसको इन्वॉल्व नहीं कर रहे हैं, और ये फिर फ्रस्ट्रेट हो रहा है तो उसके अंदर बैड बिहेवियर्स आ रहे हैं, कभी किसी को हिट कर रहा है, कभी कहीं से जंप कर जा रहा है, ये सब चीजें आ रही हैं बिकॉज ही इज ऑल्सो ट्राइंग टू रिलीज हिज फ्रस्ट्रेशन एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू हेल्प हिम, एंड ड्यू टू दैट अगेन अब आप डिप्रेशन वाले स्टेज में चलते जा रहे हो, डिप्रेशन नहीं मतलब फ्रस्ट्रेशन वाली मोड में जाते जा रहे हो.
Very true.
तो
So when you're going in that frustration wala mode, there would be something that you will talk to yourself, right?
राइट, वही होता है कि हम सेल्फ टॉक शुरू कर देते हैं,
हाँ.
और उसमें बहुत नीचे गिरते चले जाते हैं कि अब ये हो गया तो फिर शायद ये भी बुरा हो जाए, तो इससे भी बुरा हो जाए तो पता नहीं कहाँ पहुंच जाए.
So
तो
exactly the same thing. I'm not asking you to change anything. Just change the language in which you're talking to yourself. आपको जो वर्ड्स आपको मदर टंग में आते हैं वो आपको इंग्लिश में आएंगे ही नहीं. बहुत सारे वर्ड्स उस लैंग्वेज में आएंगे ही नहीं, वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि वो उस लैंग्वेज में आते होंगे. It's very easy for us to think in Hindi. It is not very easy for us to think in English or any other language. तो जो आप मुझसे ये सवाल कर रहे हैं कि how it's going to affect you, it's going to tone down the anger that you have. It is going to tone down the frustration that you have. It is going to be a little difficult for you to self-talk in English rather than Hindi because of the fluency of the thought.
यहाँ पे फिर एक तरीके से हम ये कह सकते हैं कि एक हमारे पास एक प्रॉब्लम है, जैसे एग्जांपल के लिए एक प्रॉब्लम है जो रहेगी अगले मान लो 2 साल तक, हमारे पास है, वो कांस्टेंट पड़ी हुई है हमारे पास में, और वो प्रॉब्लम हमें बार बार इमोशनली डाउन कर रही है या इमोशनली डिस्टर्ब कर रही है. अब ये वो मेथड्स हो गए जो कि हमें हेल्प कर रहे हैं अपने इमोशंस को रेगुलेट करने में, ताकि प्रॉब्लम के साथ में हम उतने टाइम तक मतलब आराम से जी सकें. और ठीक है, हर प्रॉब्लम का एक टाइम होता है, स्टार्ट और एंड पॉइंट, जब वो निकल जाएगा तो उसके बावजूद भी आपकी बॉडी सही रहे, ये ना हो कि उन 2 साल के अंदर आप एकदम खत्म हो जाओ.
प्रॉब्लम्स तो कहीं नहीं जाएंगी, किसी की लाइफ की प्रॉब्लम्स कहीं नहीं जाएंगी. It is just that I can help you have a coping skill that when you're talking to yourself and you're going in that depression wala pit, that you're able to come out of it.
Right, that's what I'm just trying to understand.
These things are only going to help it. ये वाली coping skills या emotional regulations will not take your problems away. मेरी लाइफ में जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो ये सब करके कहीं नहीं जाएंगी, लेकिन at least I will not be so depressed या so much as anxiety कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं कर पाऊँ. वो victimization वाला जो मॉडल है ना वो बिल्कुल नहीं आता है ये चीजें करके. So these are the tips when you're feeling very down, very low, very angry, very frustrated. These are the tips when you use. They will help you become a little better, help you climb that pit out for some time. Okay, पर मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगी कि दोबारा नहीं जाओगे आप उसमें. You will go because the problem is still there. So but it'll be easier for you to remember the next time. It'll be easier, maybe हाथ change करना आपके लिए easy हो जाएगा, maybe आपको language change करना easily हो जाएगा. These will, you will keep on going into that pit, but it will be easier to come out of that pit. Okay?
Right, right. I mean, we can call it like ये weapons है और war तो होता ही रहेगा रोज, but ये weapons
Absolutely.
आपके पास में weapons
Absolutely. Very well said. Okay?
Or we can say we just change our mental state. It will help us to control, to regulate our emotions. This is like that, na?
So this is how you change your mental state. Exactly. हमको बोलना बहुत आसान है कि यार stay calm, take a deep breath, या सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. पर वो सब कुछ ठीक कैसे होगा? प्रॉब्लम कहीं नहीं जाती है. प्रॉब्लम, each problem has its time, जैसे कि प्रमोद जी ने बोला, and it will go only with its time. पर उस टाइम तक जब तक वो प्रॉब्लम है तब तक हम इतने डिप्रेस तो नहीं होने चाहिए ना, सुसाइडल तो नहीं होने चाहिए ना, या किसी और के लिए प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं होने चाहिए, ये घर का माहौल नहीं खराब होना चाहिए. वी शुड बी अ नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग, वी आर नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स एंड वी शुड स्टे लाइक दैट. पर ऐसा तो नहीं होता, हमारी लाइफ फ्लैट लाइन तो बिल्कुल कभी नहीं चलती है. इट विल ऑलवेज अप एंड डाउन, अप एंड डाउन, अप एंड डाउन. So when you go down, it should be easier for you to come back up. And these are the tips that will help you to come back up. Okay?
Right.
Now we talk about emotional regulation based on your personality, basically. So when you were born either an introvert or an extrovert. Introvert, अब आपकी लाइफ की सिचुएशन कैसी रही, आपकी चाइल्डहुड सिचुएशन कैसी रही, that would have made you either a more introvert or a more extrovert kind of person. एंड जो आपकी कोपिंग स्किल्स हैं आज की लाइफ, आज के टाइम पे आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए, they will depend largely on how social are you, or how introvert are you, or how extrovert are you. Okay, for example, I am a kind of more of introverted kind of person rather than an extrovert. So when I get very overwhelmed, I need a very calm space, quiet space for to just sit and do nothing. Just sit there. And when I just sit there and process some emotions, read a book maybe, or listen to music, I am much calmer than if somebody comes and talks to me, yeah, wants me to take me out, yeah, wants to socialize. वो मेरे साथ नहीं चलता वो बिल्कुल. But if you're an extrovert and when you're too overwhelmed and when you have depression or anxiety, आपको quiet space में बैठना बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं होगा, and it will really hurt you. Meditation will not happen work for you if you are a very extroverted person. Meditation will only happen with you if you are an introverted person. So okay, so we can talk about meditation later, but this is something that I want you to understand. When you are an extrovert, going out in nature, talking to people, calling somebody, family on the phone, that will help you more than sitting quietly or reading a book or taking a deep breath or watching some TV shows. How do you know which personality you have? अगर आपको पता है what personality you have, that is great. Otherwise, a psychologist can do a personality test for you, and they can help you figure out a lot of more things about you. कि, the kind of coping skills that you developed as a child, whether they're helping you or not helping you. That is where you get all these results from psychometric tests. Now, if you came from a childhood trauma, probably आपके बचपन में one of the parent expired, या a pet expired, या you come from a broken family जहाँ divorce हो गया, that would really affect your parenting. So the problem that you're facing now and the coping skills that you're using now have been learned from what your childhood was, या what your personality is. बहुत टाइम आपने कभी किसी को सुना है कि यार मैं अभी वही कर रही हूँ जो मेरे पेरेंट्स ने मेरे साथ किया? Has it ever happened to you? Good or bad, anything? मेरे साथ तो बहुत होता है. I mean,
यस आई ऑल्सो थिंक लाइक दिस कि जैसे मेरी मदर मुझे स्कोल्ड करती थी ये चीज़ नहीं करनी, तो आई ऑल्सो बेसिकली स्कूल माई किड्स कि ऐसा नहीं करना, ये अच्छा नहीं है. एंड आई एम ऑल्सो इंट्रोवर्ट एंड आई ऑल्सो हैव childhood trauma. Actually, I lost my father when I was in 10th standard.
very
So
sorry.
many things is going on in my mind and I face anxiety sometimes, very bad wali.
See, as ma'am shared, so it's not just your personal and your professional life, it is also your childhood trauma that you faced that will affect what you are right now, that will affect what your coping skills are right now. And if you've been abused in your childhood, sexually abused or neglected or emotionally abused, that will also affect your parenting. और अभी आप चाहे कुछ भी कर लो, you will always turn रिफ्लेक्ट बैक कि यार तब मेरे साथ क्या हुआ था जो अभी मेरे साथ मेरे पास कोपिंग स्किल्स हैं उन चीज के लिए. सो इफ यू बीन नेग्लेक्टेड एज अ चाइल्ड और अभी आप बहुत कॉग्निजेंट है कि आई डोंट वांट टू बी व्हाट माय पेरेंट वाज टू मी, so you give over love to your kids, that is also bad, right? And if you do the same as what your parents did to your kid, to what your parents did to you, what you're doing to your kid, that is also bad. So what works here is talk to a psychologist, talk to somebody, talk to your friends, talk to somebody who knew you as a child, and they will help you figure out where you can be more of a better person than you are right now if you feel that something you're doing is wrong and something that your parents did wrong to you that you don't want to transfer to your kid. मैं एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ. मेरे मेरे फादर वाज अ वेरी एंग्री पेरेंट, ओके, एंड आई चूज नॉट टू बी अ वेरी एंग्री पेरेंट टू माय किड. बट कभी कभी जब मैं बहुत ओवरवेल्म्ड होती हूँ ना, आई गेट सो एंग्री सो एंग्री सो एंग्री at my kid that I feel that it's just that his words are coming out of my mouth, that I feel कि ये तो मेरे पापा बोल रहे थे and I am just saying it to my child. Does that ever happen to anyone or is it just me?
Yes, it's me.
Okay.
It is
I'm
happened
sorry
to
it
me
happens to other
actually.
people too.
मैं जब कुछ बोलती हूँ तो मुझे पता होता है कि मुझे ये नहीं बोलना चाहिए, these words may be hurt my kids, but that time मतलब मैं इतनी बर्न आउट हुई होती हूँ, मुझे पता है मैं नहीं बोलना चाहती, but I spoke that things which maybe hurt them. After that I realized नहीं, मुझे ये नहीं करना चाहिए था.
See, this is how our childhood is affecting our current scenario. So when something is happening, I want you to remember it is not just your personal and your professional labels that is giving you an overwhelming amount of stress. It is also your childhood, or how you deal with it is through a professional, basically. Okay, I will talk about that. Talk to
Yeah,
somebody. That will really help you. Talk to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or anybody that knows you, and they will really help you. And even if they don't help you, that talking thing, जो आप venting कर रहे हैं ना, that will help you figure out your emotions. This is what I can tell you.
या लेकिन मेरा ये मानना है कि किसी का चाइल्डहुड ऐसे
Mhm.
परफेक्ट नहीं होता है, राइट?
हाँ,
यू हैव
absolutely.
मे बी मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि यू हैव सब लवली पेरेंट्स, बट होता है कि जॉइंट फैमिली होता है तो रिलेटिव्स थोड़ा रहता है, तो यू विल फील इन्फीरियर कि व्हेन कि हाँ दूसरे तुम्हारे रिलेटिव अच्छे कर रहे हैं. तो मुझे लगता है व्हाट आई गॉन थ्रू, लाइक जितना बड़ा फैमिली मैंने देखा है, तो सबका चाइल्डहुड में कुछ ना कुछ चैलेंजेस होते हैं. इट्स नॉट लाइक नथिंग इज परफेक्ट.
Very
तो
true.
हाँ, जब हम हमारे लिए ये क्यों, मुझे लगता है कि हमारे लिए ये डाइजेस्ट करना या ये चीज क्यों तकलीफ हो जाता है व्हेन वी लैंडेड कि अच्छा हम अभी एक स्पेशल चाइल्ड के ये है, तो उस पे हमारा जो भी वो स्ट्रेस होता है, देन वी गेट अनदर, मतलब हमारा लगता है अनदर इमोशनल बर्डन. ओके, कि हम इमोशनली इसको इतना सोचते हैं ना, देन विदाउट कि अच्छा अभी तो कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा ये
Very
तो
true. No, you're right.
या तो
You're very
मुझे
right.
हाँ, तो और एक चीज होता है कि जब हम बात भी करते हैं, क्योंकि जो मेरे साथ हो रहा है, आई एम नॉट श्योर कि मेरे जो फ्रेंड सर्कल थे वी आर वेरी क्लोज. हमारे सब जो हमारा बेस्ट फ्रेंड है, हमारा जो ग्रुप है, हम 5-6 लोग हैं एंड वी आर वेरी क्लोज. बट जब आप 5-6 लोगों के अंदर आपका ही एक बच्चा होता है जिसको कि स्पेशल चाइल्ड होता है, व्हेन वी गो गैदरिंग दैट वो मिंगल नहीं हो पाता है, जबकि आप लोगों का इतना अच्छा बॉन्डिंग है, तब आपको लगता है कि क्या यार, मतलब ये कभी अपना दोस्त बना पाएगा, ये कब कर पाएगा. तो ये जो होता है ना, दैट अगेन दिस, मतलब इट्स नथिंग कि वो समझ नहीं पा रहा है. जब अभी आप बच्चे को पकड़ोगे तो बच्चा समझ नहीं पा रहा है कि अच्छा उनके साथ खेलना है इसका दिमाग में है, बट कैसे मिंगल होना है, क्या होना है, बट आप ना स्ट्रेस लेते जाते हो कि अच्छा ये तो अभी बना नहीं पा रहा है, ये तो अभी ऐसे बोल नहीं पा रहा है, ऐसे अप्रोच करना चाहिए था उसको। तो ये सब जो होता है ना इस ट्रॉमा के साथ, आई आई डोंट नो लाइक, सॉरी टू से, बट जो भी आपने बताया ना, विथ मतलब ट्राई भी करो ना तब वो चीज नहीं जाता है, कॉन्स्टेंटली आपके
See,
दिमाग में रहता है ना।
no, right, right, right. Okay, I'm going to break you right here.
हम्म,
यहाँ पे मैं दो बातें करूँगी, ठीक है? आपने अभी एक एग्जांपल दिया कि आप एक फ्रेंड्स गैदरिंग में जाते हैं एंड योर इज द ओनली चाइल्ड, राइट? एंड ही इज नॉट मिंगलिंग विद दिस विद एवरीवन, एंड जो दिमाग में चल रहा है कि वो ये भी नहीं कर सकता, उसको ये करना चाहिए था, अब मैं इसके बारे में क्या करूंगी? सो दैट इज द नेगेटिव सेल्फ टॉक दैट इज हैपनिंग, दैट आई वांट यू टू डू इन इंग्लिश. ओके, that is one point. And trust me, this will, that problem, that phase will be over at some point of time. kabhi to wo khatam hoga, aur wo kabhi bhi nahi khatam hoga, to it is, you're prepared for it, right? You know that it's not going to end. Yeah, you know that this is going to be for a very long time. yahan pe
true.
problem is, I am not addressing the problem at all. वो प्रॉब्लम हमेशा ही रहेगी. You know your child is a special child. He will need a lot of help. You know that he will not be a very social child. बट यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली क्या है जो आपको इतना स्ट्रेस कर रही है, बड़ी कर रही है? दैट इज द टॉक दैट इज हैपनिंग. 1 घंटा चलती रहेगी, 2 घंटे चलती रहेगी, 4 घंटे चलती रहेगी. आप किसी और से बात करेंगे कि यार मेरा बच्चा वहां पे ये भी नहीं कर पाया, मैं क्या करूंगी, कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता इसका, मेरा भी कुछ नहीं हो सकता. So this is one negative self-talk that is happening, that I wanted to talk in English or any other language that you know. And this thing is something that is causing you stress. That, so next, one of the next coping skills that we're going to talk about is how to break that vicious circle that goes on जब आप ये बातें करते हैं. Okay, so let's just finish this one, then I'll come back to your example. Okay, ma'am?
Sure, sure.
Great. So personality-based coping skills, I want you to remember, it's not just your current situation which is affecting your parenting, it is also your past. And past में हो गया इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम change कर सकते हैं उसको. It is just that we have to break those thought patterns. And how we break those thought patterns, I'm just going to take it through you. The fifth one that we're going to practice is grounding. Grounding क्या होता है? So in the last example which ma'am just gave us, वो घर आ गई है एंड देन शी इज टॉकिंग टू हरसेल्फ या मे बी अपनी फैमिली से या फ्रेंड से बात कर रही है एंड वो वेंटिंग कर रही है एंड देयर इज दिस लूप ऑफ एंजाइटी गोइंग ऑन एंड इट इज नॉट स्टॉपिंग, राइट? वो और भी ज्यादा ओवरवेलम करता जा रहा है, स्ट्रेस करता जा रहा है एंड देयर आर टीयर्स कमिंग आउट और बस बहुत ही डिप्रेशन हो रहा है. ऐसा होता है? ऐसा होता है?
Yes, yes.
Okay. At that point of time, I want you to practice grounding. Grounding is coming back to your own surrounding. Grounding is जहां पे आप हैं वहां पे आप ध्यान लगा के just be where you are. That is called grounding. So right now you might be sitting in a room. Okay, so just sit up straight and tall and अपने पैर आप नीचे जमीन पे रख दीजिए. Okay, very slowly you start deep breathing. Then you notice how many windows are there in this room, how many things are there in this room, how many electrical circuits are there in this room. आप चेयर पे बैठे हैं या आप स्टूल पे बैठे हैं, काउच पे बैठे हैं, आपको चेयर पे बैठना कैसा लग रहा है? हार्ड है चेयर, सॉफ्ट है चेयर, कुशन है पीछे या नहीं है, कुशन सॉफ्ट है या नहीं है, आपके लैपटॉप का कलर क्या है, पानी की बोतल का कलर क्या है, आपने जो कपड़े पहने हुए हैं उसका कलर क्या है, शूज पहने हुए हैं नहीं पहने हुए हैं, पहने हुए हैं तो उनका क्या कलर है, आपको क्या सुनाई दे रहा है? मुझे ट्रैफिक की आवाजें सुनाई दे रही है, देयर इज द फैन गोइंग ऑन, आपकी आवाजें आ रही हैं, पीछे घड़ी है, दैट इज दैट टिक 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 इज गोइंग ऑन, दैट इज व्हाट आई कैन हियर इट. जिस टेबल पे आप काम कर रहे हैं वो स्मूथ है या उखड़ गया है, वहां से कुछ कुछ बम्पी है, रफ है, कुछ भी है. देन कुछ भी चीज किस चीज की बनी हुई है? कर्टेन में को मुझे यहाँ से कर्टेन दिखाई दे रहा है, मुझे थोड़ा ट्रांसपेरेंट लग रहा है वो कर्टेन, आई कैन सी द sky outside. So what is happening is basically I am again distracting myself from what is going on inside me to what I am right now. This works best अगर आप घास पे जाके खड़े हो जाएं, because then you can smell it, then you can feel it. You have 5 senses. Okay, grounding में all those 5 senses are used. You have to see कैसा है, you have to hear क्या चल रहा है, you have to feel smooth है, rough है, क्या हो रहा है, you have to smell, घास की smell आती है. Okay, you cannot eat grass, so the last sense is taste. But you can, if you go to the beach and if you open your mouth, you can actually taste the salty air. But okay, eat a chocolate for taste or anything. Okay, grounding is basically using all your 5 senses to come back to where you are rather than staying in your head. बहुत overwhelming हो रहा है, बहुत crying हो रहा है, just cry for 5 minutes and then you practice grounding. Use all your 5 senses to see where you are right now. 5 senses are sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. And this will really help you to come down to a less emotional level than you were when you started. Okay? Any questions about this? Okay. So,
Hello, ma'am.
yeah.
Is it something like practicing mindfulness in day-to-day life?
Mindfulness. Okay, so let's just talk about mindfulness for a moment. We have a world of multitasking, right? हम कुछ भी सुबह उठते ही मल्टीटास्क कर देना शुरू करते हैं. मैं वॉशिंग मशीन में कपड़े डाल देती हूँ, then I start with the cooking stuff, or I have to wake up my kid to go to school, and then I have to wake up my family for their various chores that is happening. So वो constantly मेरे दिमाग में चलता रहता है कि ये करना है, 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 right? My mind is never free. So all those 5 things that are going on in my mind, that is overwhelming me. What mindfulness is saying, you don't do multitasking. You just do single tasking. You bring your senses back to where they were and you start doing one single thing. But that really does not work. So mindfulness has to be something, practice something for a very short time. So if I am writing, I will give my entire being to writing a thing. If I am talking to you, I'll give my entire being in talking to you. Being present with what you're doing. Okay? But grounding here is a bit different from mindfulness. Grounding is using your 5 senses to see where you are. Mindfulness is bringing your attention to the task that you're doing. Grounding is using your God-given 5 senses to see where you are. And when you use your senses to see where you are, that is when you bring your focus from your emotions, from your mind to outside. That is called distracting.
Yeah, totally understood, ma'am. Thanks for clarifying. Please do continue.
Okay, great. So the 6th is what I really want to talk about here is you be kind to yourself. What does being kind to yourself mean? Everybody, everywhere, everybody says just be kind to yourself. What does it exactly mean? So जब आप शीशे में खड़े होते हो, you see yourself. Okay, I want you to imagine it is not yourself you're seeing a very childish version of yourself. And हम किसी भी बच्चे से ऐसे बात नहीं करते हैं, यार तेरी लाइफ का क्या होगा, तुमने इतना पढ़ा, वो सब लाइफ वेस्ट हो गई. कभी ऐसे हम बात करते हैं? Just do we ever talk to a child like that? हम वो रो रहा होता है बच्चा, we would try to comfort her. If she's hungry, we feed her. If she made a mistake, we tell her, okay, it's okay, let's try again. We don't give guilt to her. We don't give shame to her. We don't frustrate her. We don't blame her for anything else that is outside her control, right? So being kind to yourself means when you see yourself in a mirror, just don't look at yourself. See that you're a very child kind of person and talk to yourself very kindly. So to take that example, जहाँ पे मैम ने बोला कि I go into that loop, anxiety वाला loop शुरू हो जाता है कि मेरा बच्चा ये भी नहीं कर सकता, मेरा बच्चा वो भी नहीं कर सकता. बच्चा कुछ भी कर सकता है. But when you come to yourself कि क्या मैं अपने बच्चे को ये ऐसा future भी नहीं दे पाऊंगी, I want you to be a bit kinder to yourself because you're working very hard to get your child to where he is right now. You worked very hard to take your child to a cultural gathering jahan par you had friends and there were more people, right? And every single day you're working very hard. So when you start blaming yourself, when you start putting that guilt on yourself कि मैं शायद कुछ और कर सकती हूँ इसके लिए, मैं शायद कुछ और थेरेपी ट्राई कर सकती हूँ, मैं शायद कुछ और बेटर कर सकती हूँ जिससे कि ये बेटर हो जाएगा, या फिर मैं अभी आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग हार्ड इनफ, then I want you to remember that there is a child within you that you have to treat very kindly, and you have to say हाँ मैं शायद कुछ और कर सकती हूँ, let me try that, but it is okay to be where I am right now. Okay, I will try that and let's make my child better, but I don't give yourself blame कि मैं ये भी नहीं कर सकती यार, ये भी नहीं हो सकता मुझसे, ये भी नहीं हो सकता मुझसे. So that thing where you talk to yourself and you tell yourself कि इतना इतना overwhelming हो रहा है कि मैं ये भी नहीं कर सकती, just don't do that, because you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to a child that you see in a mirror. Okay, so whenever you're blaming yourself, yeah, whenever you're being very hard on yourself कि I should have done this but मैंने ये भी नहीं किया, this is all in the past. You can't go back and change the past कि मैं I should have done this and I did not do this. Then I want you to remember you did the best you can, and you be kind to yourself and just tell yourself it's going to be okay and I will do my best now going forward. Okay, because this is how you talk to a child. Okay.
Right.
I have a question, man. Like
Yes,
when you
please.
say when you said about the personality, introvert, extrovert,
Hmm.
मैंने अपने से देखा है जब मुझे लगता था कि मैं जितना खुद को जान पाती थी कि अच्छा मैं मेरी मम्मी से बात कर लूं या मेरे जो करीबी हैं फ्रेंड्स उनसे बात कर लूं तो आई विल फील रिलीफ कि हम कभी कभी आप बहुत ज्यादा इमोशनल जब हो जाते हो किसी और चीज के लिए व्हेन यू शेयर इट एंड दे विल सपोर्ट यू, आपको अच्छा लगता है कि हाँ ठीक है, और आप ना कहीं उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए आप में एक मन में इच्छा होती है और दिल भी आता है.
Right.
बट अभी recently when I'm going through all this thing के हाँ ये OT speech इतना बीचों बीच जब आप स्ट्रेस होते हो when you talk to your parents or someone very near to you, फिर भी ना वो स्ट्रेस रिलीज नहीं होता. I don't know मतलब पहले क्यों एक साल पहले वो काम करता था और अभी क्यों बात करने से भी वो नहीं जाता है, बात करने से और ज्यादा ही स्ट्रेस होता है एंड यू गेट मोर इमोशनल कि अच्छा अगर नहीं बात करती तो शायद इतना कुछ नहीं निकलता. तो ये चीज को कैसे ओवरकम करे कि मतलब जो एक साल पहले काम करता था आज के दिन में या इसमें काम नहीं कर रहा है. So it's going in a negative way right now. Okay.
See, मैं एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ. सर दर्द होते हैं, ठीक है, सर दर्द के लिए हम सबसे पहले कौन सी मेडिसिन देते हैं, कोई एक बहुत ही लाइट पेन किलर देते हैं, एंड देन आफ्टर सम टाइम दैट पेन किलर स्टॉप्स वर्किंग. तो क्या हम परेशान होना शुरू हो जाते हैं क्या कि वो पेन किलर काम नहीं कर रहा? मे भी होते हैं थोड़े टाइम के लिए, बट देन वी मूव ऑन टू अ बिट स्ट्रॉन्गर वन, राइट? देन वी गो टू अ डॉक्टर एंड देन वी गेट अ चेकअप डन कि हेडेक हो रहा है यार, कैसे करना है ठीक, क्या उसके कॉजेज हैं. So the point here is when something is not working, that means there are a lot more causes to that thing rather than just उसका solution. पहले आप अपने पेरेंट्स से बात करके वो ठीक हो जाता था, it would have been okay, that situation would have been normal. But maybe right now जो आपको वो stress cause कर रहा है, there are a lot of other factors that is causing you stress rather than just one. And when you're talking to somebody who is not trained in how to identify that stress, maybe वो समझेंगे यार ये तो हमेशा ही वेंट करती है, ये तो हमेशा ही ऐसा बोलती है, या ठीक हो जाएगा, या जस्ट वेट थोड़ा टाइम के बाद देख लो ठीक हो जाएगा, या सब ठीक हो जाता है, तुम फालतू में इतना बोलती हो. That doesn't work, and it doesn't work because there are a lot of other factors that is affecting your emotions. So I would suggest that you talk to a professional to get your things, your personality sorted, yeah, to get your problem sorted. There is no shame in asking for help. So I am not saying this because I'm a psychologist. I'm saying because I also need a psychologist. I have a therapist too who sorts my problems. So everybody needs something. And I have a very good friend too, जो she works like my therapist कि मैं उसके पास जाती हूँ and she sorts out my problem. So it doesn't mean that you need a therapist. You need somebody who knows you, who you need somebody who you can talk to without judgment. Psychologists or therapists, they are trained to be without judgment. Whether they judge, but it's all in their head. They don't tell you that it's going to be okay. They give you tools to actually manage your emotions. They have been trained to give you tools. But parents are usually, I have seen for my case also, my parents don't work. And so this is what I'm going to suggest to you. Maybe seek out a professional and they will really help you rather than just going to the same person and getting more anxiety and more depression to yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
now it's 5:10.
I'm sorry?
I'm saying now it's 5:10.
Oh, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to quickly take this one and then we can have question and answers for 5-10 minutes.
Right.
Okay. So this is what I'm talking about is cognitive behavior therapy. When I was saying, when somebody asked me how to break that loop of anxiety, right? Loop of anxiety causing emotions, this is how we break it. So CBT, cognitive behavior therapy it's a triangle basically. जो हम सोचते हैं वो हमारा बिहेवियर बन जाता है, जो हमारा बिहेवियर बन जाता है वो हमारे इमोशंस बन जाते हैं, and emotions again affect our thoughts. So I'll give you a very simple example. When we have already taken that example, after that gathering I come home and I start thinking कि मेरे बच्चे को मिंगल होना चाहिए था और वो नहीं हो रहा और उसने बातें नहीं की. So these are the thoughts. So trigger was when I saw that he is not mingling with the crowd and these thoughts are happening कि वो अपनी लाइफ में क्या करेगा, मैं उसको कैसे सिखा पाऊंगी, मेरे पास और हिम्मत नहीं है कि उसे सिखाने के लिए. These are the thoughts that are affecting our behavior. What are the behavior? Behavior is I get very depressed कि अब तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता, मैं इतना कुछ कर रही हूँ and still it's not happening. I get very depressed. I do not want to talk to my child. I get very frustrated. And how my behavior affects my emotion is I get very angry, I get very frustrated, and I don't want to take my child again to any social gathering क्योंकि वो वहाँ mingle ही नहीं होगा तो मैं क्यों करूँ, right? And again these emotions are affecting my thought that I will not take my child to that to that gathering at all because he is not able to do this, because he is not able to do this, because I will not be able to handle it, right? It becomes a vicious circle. So what cognitive behavior therapy teaches you is to break that cycle. So because we have paucity of time here, I'm going to stop here. You go back and Google cognitive behavior therapy. You have any questions, I am here to answer. You can talk to me and I will help you sort it out. Google cognitive behavior therapy and you will get a lot more information than what I'm able to give you here right now. And that is it. Okay, Pramoji. So let's have some question and answers in case anybody has some. Otherwise, it's the end of the presentation here. So this is just a recap of what we talked about today.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Gurpreet.
Hi,
मेरी
Gurpreet.
daughter है 5 years old.
Okay.
मैम इन बच्चों का ना पता नहीं चलता है बिहेवियर का, क्योंकि समटाइम्स घर पे बहुत शांति से रहते हैं, कभी कभी हाइपर हो जाते हैं. लेकिन जैसे आज मेरी सिस्टर का फंक्शन था तो
Okay.
मैं इसको लेके गई वहां पे, तो
Mhm.
ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल वहां पे फोटोग्राफ क्लिक करवा रहे हैं, तो शी स्टार्टेड मतलब ये शी स्टार्टेड शाउटिंग, और
Okay.
इसको था कि ग्रुप ब्रेक ना हो, ग्रुप
हम्म.
में ही खड़े रहो.
अच्छा.
मतलब जो ऑटिस्टिक का फीचर होता है कि आप सब लोग ग्रुप में ही रहो, आप ग्रुप ब्रेक मत करो. तो
Okay.
वो फिर मैनेज करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है कि घर पे तो बच्चे ने कभी ऐसी चीज दिखाई नहीं, और
Okay.
कभी आसपास कहीं पे लेके गए वहां भी नहीं दिखाई, मगर
Okay.
अचानक से ये बाहर जाके पता नहीं कुछ भी कर देते हैं, वो चीज समझ में नहीं आती.
तो आपको कैसा फील होता है जब बच्चा शाउट करता है तो?
मैम बहुत बुरा लगता है. मैं आपको बताऊं कि मुझे फोन इसको देना पड़ा, ऐसी सिचुएशन क्रिएट होगी कि मतलब रिलेटिव्स ये चीख रही है, रिलेटिव्स मुझे आके पूछ रहे हैं कि इसको हुआ क्या. तो
Okay.
मैं उनको कैसे समझाऊं कि इसके माइंड में ये है कि आप लोग ब्रेक मत करो ग्रुप उसको।
Okay.
वो हो रहा है कि ग्रुप में ही आप रहो, पर ऑब्वियसली फोटो क्लिक होने के बाद तो सब लोग इधर उधर जाएंगे, मगर वो सबको मैम धक्के मार रही है और सबको पुश करके कह रही है वापस वहीं जाओ।
Okay.
तो वो मैं नहीं समझा पाती रिलेटिव्स को।
तो
I
इससे
know
आपको
कि बच्चा
फ्रस्ट्रेशन
क्या
होता
कर रहा है।
है, राइट? तो इससे आपको फ्रस्ट्रेशन होता है?
हाँ, फ्रस्ट्रेशन होता है, इमोशनली भी बहुत ज्यादा फील होता है कि कभी लगता है कि बच्चा बहुत इम्प्रूव कर रहा है, हर चीज में बेटर हो रहा है, बट सडनली कुछ ऐसी चीज कर देता है तो बहुत फ्यूचर को लेके तो बहुत ज्यादा वो फील होता है
एंजाइटी
कि
हो जाती
इनका क्या फ्यूचर है।
है। ओके, सी, मैं बच्चे के लिए आपको बिल्कुल हेल्प नहीं कर सकती हूँ बिकॉज आई एम नॉट अ वेरी स्पेशल नीड्स थेरेपिस्ट, बट हियर व्हाट आई कैन टेल यू इज, जो वरी आपको सिचुएशनल वरी होती है, ये आपको
राइट
हमेशा नहीं
मैम।
होती होगी ना, ये आपको घर पे आके तो नहीं होगी, कि आपको वहीं पर हो
नहीं,
रही
घर
थी,
पे नहीं होती, मतलब सडनली मॉल में भी ऐसा होता है कि कुछ अलग ना चीज रिएक्ट कर दे, ये मुझे
वो
ये चीज
कांस्टेंट
होता है।
विजिलेंस है, वो हाइपर विजिलेंस है जो
हाँ
हमने
जी, हाँ
एक
जी।
सिम्टम में नोटिस किया था। आप हमेशा उससे स्ट्रेस में रहेंगे और वहां पे
हाँ हाँ
कुछ भी
हाँ।
ऐसा होगा, आप हमेशा वरी और एंजाइटी की साइकिल में चले जाएंगे,
राइट मैम,
राइट?
अभी जैसे न्यू स्कूल में एडमिशन कराया है इसका, तो दे कॉल्ड कि फर्स्ट टाइम इसको स्कूल लेके आओ, विजिट कराओ। घर पे नॉर्मल है, स्कूल में जाके मैम चिल्लाई जा रही है, चिल्लाई जा रही है और जमीन पे लेट गई। घर पे कभी बच्चे ने ऐसा नहीं किया।
सी, अगर आपके पास बिल्कुल भी इमोशंस नहीं होते, ठीक है, अगर आप बिल्कुल ब्लैंक स्लेट होते, तो बच्चा आपका कहीं पर भी जाके लेट जाता है, आपको कुछ रिएक्शन नहीं होता, राइट? लेकिन अभी आपको बुरा लग रहा है, आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा मैं क्या करूं कि
हाँ
वो
जी,
सेव
हाँ जी।
करना बंद हो जाए या वो नॉर्मल चिल्ड्रन जैसा बिहेव करे,
हाँ
but you know that this is not a neurotypical child and you know this is going to be expected,
हाँ
right?
जी।
तो आप उस वरी वाले पैटर्न से कम वरी में कैसे आएंगे? These are the 7 things that are going to help you. Okay, so जब वो overwhelming situation हो रही है, you stop and you ground yourself कि क्या हो रहा है मेरे आसपास, मेरा बच्चा चिल्ला रहा है, I can hear it, right? मैं स्कूल में खड़ी हूँ, मुझे क्या स्मेल आ रही है, मुझे क्या दिख रहा है. So what is happening is that grounding is helping you come out of that emotional situation to your present, and that is actually helping you to be less emotional. क्योंकि जब आप इमोशनल होते जाते हैं ना, आपके अंदर एंजाइटी बढ़ती जाती है, फिर आपको आता है रोना, फिर आपको आता है होपलेसनेस कि कुछ नहीं हो सकता इस लाइफ में, ना बच्चे का हो सकता है ना मेरा हो सकता है, राइट? दिस इज व्हाट यू फील, होपलेसनेस बेसिकली.
हाँ,
That,
यस मैम, यस मैम,
so
राइट।
if you try grounding at that point of time, if you try to uh, be present in your situation rather than in your emotions, that will really help you be less emotional at that point of time. Just try it next time. कभी भी ऐसा हो रहा हो ना, क्योंकि आप किसी को एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाओगे क्या कब का बच्चा कर रहा है, आपके बच्चे के बारे में आप सिर्फ आपसे ज्यादा कोई अच्छा नहीं जान सकता, unless and until you have another autistic parent या कोई और भी parent हो who knows what is going on.
राइट।
सो आप सो आपको अपने आप को काम डाउन करना है, लेकिन काम डाउन कैसे करो? यूज दीज थिंग्स. ओके, लेट हर हैव अ tantrum and ground yourself and come out of your emotions. That will really help you. वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं सॉल्व करेगा, प्रॉब्लम फिर भी वही रहेगी, प्रॉब्लम वो वहीं पे स्क्रीन करेगी. यू विल हैव टू मे बी गिव हर अ मोबाइल. आई गिव माय चाइल्ड माय मोबाइल ऑल द टाइम जब मुझे कुछ ऐसा काम करना पड़ता है. Don't be hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself then and do grounding and use whatever coping skills that you have with your child. Okay?
राइट, थैंक यू मैम।
Good.
I just want to add one thing. Like Gurpreet is saying her चाइल्ड इज ऑटिस्टिक, तो उनका कुछ पता नहीं होता कि वो किस चीज़ को देख के उनको कोई चीज़ ट्रिगर करेगी. सो वन थिंग आपको पता है कि आपका बच्चा ऐसा है, तो मैम ने जैसे बोला यू हैव टू बी काम. आप काम डाउन होंगे कि कोई सिचुएशन ऐसी आती है, आपके साथ कुछ ऐसा ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट होता है, तो आप उसको संभाल पाएंगे तभी जब आप काम होंगे. तो और अपने माइंड में ये भी लेके चलिए कि हर चीज़ एक जैसी नहीं होती है, क्योंकि दे आर डिफरेंट, सो दे बिहेव डिफरेंटली समटाइम. ये हो सकता है, तो इसे ओवरवेलम करने के लिए नौबत ही ना आए, तो अपने माइंड में रखो, बट ओवरवेलम मत हो, अपने आप को काम बना के रखें.
So आप overwhelmed कैसे नहीं होते? Use these tips. Okay?
ओके, थैंक यू मैम। मेरी
हेलो.
मैम प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या है, जो सराउंडिंग है ना आसपास की, वो ऐसी है कि वो मेरे को सोचते हैं कि बेचारी मतलब इसके साथ कितना बुरा हो गया। अगर वो मुझसे पूछते हैं कि ये ऐसा क्यों कर रही है, ये चिल्ला क्यों रही है, ये धक्के क्यों मार रही है वापस उधर जाने के लिए, तो मैं उनको नहीं समझा पाती कि हाँ इसको है प्रॉब्लम, तो दे फील
वो आप
पिटी
किसी
ऑन
को नहीं
मी।
समझा पाओगे, आप किसी का माइंड किसी के लिए चेंज नहीं कर सकते। अगर आप
राइट
उनको
राइट
बता भी देते हो कि
राइट।
मेरे बच्चे को ये प्रॉब्लम है, वो उनको तब भी समझ नहीं आएगा बिकॉज दे
नहीं
माइट
आएगा,
नॉट हैव
हाँ।
गॉन थ्रू इट, राइट।
हम्म।
जो आपकी पर्सनल इश्यूज हैं वो किसी और के नहीं होंगे, और किसी और के जो हैं वो आपके नहीं होंगे। एवरीबडी इज फाइटिंग देयर ओन बैटल्स, राइट।
हाँ मैं आपको बताऊं, मतलब 5 years हो चुके हैं मेरी बेटी को, लेकिन आज भी काफी रिलेटिव्स ऐसे हैं जिनसे मैं मिलती हूँ ना, तो ऐसे वो मुझसे मेरे साथ ट्रीट करते हैं कि पहली चीज तो वो ट्रीट मेरी बेटी को करते हैं शी इज एबनॉर्मल, और
अच्छा,
सेकंड वो ऐसे मेरे को ट्रीट करते हैं कि इस बेचारी के साथ कितना बुरा हो गया,
ओके।
ऐसे मेरे साथ बिहेव करते
वो
हैं।
पिटी करते हैं बेसिकली आप,
हाँ राइट।
और ये इस वजह से आपको गुस्सा आता है बहुत, यू
हाँ
स्टे
मुझे
एंग्री।
गुस्सा आता है, मुझे रोना भी आता है घर पे कभी कभार, कि फिर मैं गॉड को ब्लेम करती हूँ कि मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि रीजन कोई है ही नहीं।
वेरी ट्रू। सो
प्लीज डोंट फील बैड। अपने आप को समझाओ कि ये तो होना ही है, बी ब्रेव, और अपने माइंड को काम रखो। ऐसी सिचुएशंस आएंगी, अगर आप ब्रेक डाउन होगे तो आप अपनी बेटी को कैसे संभालोगे? किसी ने अगर आपने अच्छा करना है तो उसके अच्छे के लिए भी बुरा बोलना है, और बुरे के लिए तो बुरा बोलना ही है। सो डोंट वरी, आप अपना काम करते रहो। दिस इज द लाइफ। सब चीजें, लाइफ इज इन बेड ऑफ फ्लावर्स, सब कुछ साथ में
राइट
मिलेगा।
राइट मैम, थैंक्स।
okay, so in case anybody has any other question,
हेलो।
yes ma'am.
हाँ जी मैम, एक्चुअली मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैम कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि मतलब हम बच्चे के साथ काम कर रहे हैं, उसके साथ लगे हुए हैं, और फिर थोड़े टाइम बाद ये लगता है कि थोड़ा टाइम अपने लिए, अपने को अपार्ट कर दें, थोड़ा सा मतलब लाइक रिफ्रेश फील करेंगे। बट
Very true.
मैम एक्चुअली जब मैं उससे अलग होकर कुछ अपने मन का, अपना मी टाइम समझ लीजिए,
Hmm.
निकालती हूँ, तो मैं अपने टाइम को अच्छे से यूटिलाइज नहीं कर पाती। कभी ये माइंड में रहता है कि मैं उसके साथ गलत तो नहीं कर रही, उसका ही कुछ पढ़ लेती, उसके लिए ही कुछ देख लेती, और या यूं समझ लीजिए मतलब वो माइंड में कहीं ना कहीं चलता ही रहता है कि वो चीज नहीं हो
Exactly.
पाता।
See, this is what I'm telling you. What's your name, please?
ज्योति।
ज्योति। ज्योति, आप एक पेरेंट भी हैं, आप एक प्रोफेशनल भी हैं जो आप हैं, और आप एक, आपकी अपनी पर्सनालिटी भी है, राइट। सो
जी मैम।
जब आप अपने बच्चे के लिए काम कर रही हैं, आप अपने बच्चे के लिए काम कर रही हैं। जब आप अपने प्रोफेशन के लिए काम कर रही हैं, आप अपने प्रोफेशन के लिए काम कर रही हैं। लेकिन जब आप अपने लिए देख रही हैं, be kind to yourself, stop feeling that guilt, okay. It is very easy for me to say कि stop feeling that guilt, क्योंकि आप हमेशा, हमारा दिमाग हमेशा बच्चे की तरफ होता है। But you are so much more than your child, you are so much more than your profession, you are so much more than your um, personal relationships. आप खुद भी तो है ना एक चीज। आप अपने लिए क्या करती है, आपको क्या करना पसंद है, अपने मी टाइम में क्या करना पसंद है?
मैम जैसे बुक्स पढ़ना या फिर म्यूजिक
Right.
सुनना या कुछ।
तो जब आप अपनी बुक लेके बैठे, अपने दिमाग से सब थॉट्स निकाल दें एंड जस्ट रीड दैट बुक, क्योंकि वो आपका अपना मी टाइम है, ओके। जब आप जॉब पे जाती हैं या आप कुछ भी और काम कर रही हैं या खाना बना रही हैं, आप, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ना आपके लिए, सबके लिए खाना
जी
बनाना, राइट।
जी
दिस इज द सेम इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग जो आपको अपने लिए अपना बना के रखेगा। नहीं तो आप अपने आप को बीच में कहीं घुमा देंगी एंड इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कम बैक टू योरसेल्फ। या वो क्वेश्चन हमेशा रहेगा आपके दिमाग में, क्या मैं सिर्फ यही करने के लिए बनी हूँ? क्या मैं सिर्फ बच्चे के लिए खाना बनाने के लिए, या बच्चे को देखने के लिए, या अपने पेरेंट्स को देखने के लिए, या अपना जॉब करने के लिए बनी हूँ? इफ यू डोंट फीड योरसेल्फ, इफ यू डोंट फीड व्हाट यू आर या व्हाट योर पर्सनालिटी इज, you will never be satisfied in your life, trust me.
जी
So
मैम।
when you're reading, डू नॉट फील दैट गिल्ट, डू नॉट फील दैट शेम कि आप बच्चे के लिए कुछ और कर रही हैं। जब आप बच्चे को देख रही हैं तब आप बच्चे के लिए कर रही हैं, लेकिन ये आपका अपना टाइम है, उसको बहुत अच्छे से प्रोटेक्ट करके रखिए, ओके।
और मैम एक प्रॉब्लम ये भी आती है कि जब मान लीजिए मतलब 1 और 2 डेट्स के लिए मैं कहीं आउट ऑफ स्टेशन चली गई या फ्रेंड्स के साथ चली गई, तो मैम एकदम से ना उससे कनेक्टेड होते हैं और फिर एकदम से वो कनेक्शन ब्रेक होता है, एक दिन
ओके,
के लिए भी हो गया या 4-5 घंटे के लिए भी हो गया, तो फिर
हाँ,
मैम आके फिर वो कनेक्शन उसी तरह से कनेक्ट करना मतलब थोड़ा सा मुझे स्विच करने में
टाइम
डिफिकल्टी
लगता है,
होती है।
टाइम लगता
एक
है, इट्स
हाँ
नॉर्मल,
जी
इट्स
मैम।
नॉर्मल, ट्रस्ट मी, इट्स नॉर्मल, सबके लिए होता है, ओके।
ओके
जस्ट
ओके।
डोंट फील
तो
दैट
मुझे
गिल्ट और ब्लेम कि
पता ही
नहीं
नहीं
होगा।
चाहिए था, उस तरह से फील आता है।
हाँ, वो तो वेकेशन के बाद आप वापस घर आओ तब भी आपको अपना घर नहीं लगता, यू वांट टू स्टे बैक, राइट? तो यहाँ तक कनेक्शन की बात हो रही है, वो कनेक्शन आने में टाइम लगेगा। What I'm saying is just be kind to yourself कि it's gonna be okay। जब हम बोलते हैं ना कि अरे ये भी नहीं हो रहा, अभी तक तो हो रहा था मुझसे, अब ये भी नहीं हो रहा, that is called being hard on yourself, okay? Be kind to yourself means अपने जो आपके अंदर का बच्चा है उससे प्यार से बात करो, that's it।
All right.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Jyoti।
So, I mean, if in case anyone has any question or any feedback, so I just shared a link in the chat group, so you can share your queries and feedback. So we will definitely, based on that, plan another webinar on a need basis. Okay, so thank you so much, Rati ma'am, for all this information. I guess ये एक ऐसा टॉपिक था जो हमें कभी ध्यान नहीं किया हमारा, और ये हम सबके अंदर इस नीड थी। इमोशनली डे वन जब हमारे को पता लगता है कि हमारे बच्चे के साथ ऐसा हुआ है, जो आपने शुरू में बताया कि आप निकले थे गोवा के लिए और पहुंच गए शिमला में, आप उसके लिए तैयारी नहीं थे, और सच में हम लोग के साथ वही हो रहा है, और शायद हम लोग डेली जहाँ जाना चाहते हैं ना कहीं और ही पहुंच जा रहे हैं। ये रोज होता है हमारे साथ, जैसा भी गुरप्रीत ने बताया, और ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो रोज हमारे लिए सरप्राइज होती हैं कि अब ये आ गया, अब इससे कैसे डील करें। अभी पीछे की चीजें तो हुई नहीं जिनसे हम डील कर पाए, तो ये चलता रहता है साइकिल। तो कहीं ना कहीं वो जो आपने 2-3-4 वेपन्स बताए हैं वो हमें होल्ड करने होंगे हाथ में हमेशा, एज एंड व्हेन ये वॉर स्टार्ट होता है, ताकि हम उसमें अपने आप को एटलीस्ट डिफेंड कर सकें उस सिचुएशन से, ताकि नेक्स्ट लेवल पे जो चीजें हैं उस पर हम फोकस कर सकें इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट
Exactly, so it's more about your emotions, क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम्स तो वहीं रहेंगी जहाँ है, वो प्रॉब्लम्स कभी खत्म नहीं होंगी। लेकिन whatever you're feeling, just feel it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then how you come out of that pit is what all the tips that we learned today. Okay?
All right, ma'am. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving me a platform and your attention. It's been really wonderful to interact with you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rati।